Welcome back to competitive multiplayer, everybody. Farm Sim Snowy here. So I've just literally parked that underneath there. I cannot be bothered to try and attempt to back it in there. It's not too bad. That is quite a huge shed. Like I said in episode 1, we do have one of those each. But that's quite an easy pull through and see what happens kind of job. We've got all that wheat in our trailer, so what do we do? Are we going to sell it? I'm just not sure. I'm trying to work out where Farming Ste may be going. Is he going to the bakery? I'm thinking he's going to the bakery and going to buy the bakery. That would not surprise me. Alright, let's have a quick look at the wheat. What can we do? I think he's bought the bakery, guys. That's disappeared off of the... Oh, I don't know, actually. Maybe hasn't. Anyway, it doesn't matter what he's up to. Right, we could go down the chickens route. Shall we do that? Like I said, we can use this part of the farm if we want to. I'm just going to check to see. Yes, we do have that installed, which is pretty cool. That's only 9 grand to place down. So I think if we place that... Oh, we can't use that for that. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if we could put it there then. That would probably work, wouldn't it, guys? I know I said about opening up that part of the hedge there, but if I cleared some of those trees, this is our land. If we do that, we can get some chickens straight away on the go. We can... Let's jump down to the tractor. We can start get some eggs going. Well, it's just as well we had that little bit of land there that the shed was on. That is perfect. Right, let's leave that there. Let's grab some chickens. We will go for these fellas. I think we will go... We'll go about 120, shall we? Or shall we max out? I don't want to go too mad. They are pretty cheap though, aren't they? And they are going to produce eggs a lot quicker. I tell you what, let's go another 60. There we go. That halves that out. Come on, guys, get me some eggs. We can obviously add to them, but they will reproduce. I honestly thought we could use that land. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. Well, so we may have to, because we have got not a lot of room, have we? That's the fun about this. We've not got a lot of room. What options have we got near us? This was another option, 12. What is that worth though? That's 103,000. Because if I go up in this mode, it is this yard here. So we would inherit this field, which looks very much like grass, which it probably is because of the cow pasture that was here. That would give us a bit of room here, wouldn't it? That could be worth a while. it is quite that will allow us to put a few production things down. Well, probably the fermenting silo, definitely want to get that going, because if we've got grass here, that is going to be a decent amount off of that. And then we can put our chickens down. I probably will get rid of the wool. Should let me get rid of the wool because we own it. You get rid of these trees. They're not very nice trees, but we could get rid of them. Extend that field if we have to, or we'll just leave this area like it is so that we can put down a silo. It'd be worth putting a silo down, because I'll tell you what, guys, let's just go for it. Let me just check. That is definitely grass in there, isn't it? It should be. Yes. What is it growing at? It's ready to harvest. It needs ploughing. That is fine. Needs liming. That hasn't been fertilised. That's okay. That gives us work to do. We will obviously cut the grass before we do that. I am going to buy that. I don't know if Steve's bought anything else. I don't even know where he is. Where's he off to now? It's very interesting. Let's buy that. It is very, very expensive, but I think in the long run that is going to be good for us. So let's go up to our new area. These trees we can sort out. I'm going to put a better entrance in to this. I think we'll make some decent money off of those few trees. This is struggling. Come on, tractor. You can do it. I mean, we obviously have had long conversations, myself and Steve, but there's so many things we probably haven't covered and talked about. I expect some of you guys will probably... ask a few questions. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button then. About what's happening and what we can do and can't do. And by all means do that, because we're open to suggestions. Right, what I need to be careful of here now, guys, is... Right, let's turn the tractor off. Let's do a bit of demolition. Let's get rid of this wall. Yes, we do. We've got £12 for that. Absolutely fantastic. Can we get rid of these gates? I thought we could. Why can I not get rid of the gates? That's a bit annoying. I thought you could get rid of the gates. We might have to look into that. Right. We got to put down a silo. We have to, because I need to get rid of this wheat so that it free us up with something else that we can do. I don't want to put our fermenting silo too close. So that is going to have to go somewhere else. I think we will... Where are we at for silos? Hopefully we've got something decent in. They got this for 11,000. Omatana's one there for what's that? 30,000. That seems very cheap now, doesn't it? No, it's a bigger capacity, but what about the room? What does it look like taking up the room? Could probably get away with that. Tucked up in there. That will hide that in those gates, wouldn't it? Which is fine by me. If we go something like that, put free mode on. That now gives us a silo. We can now get rid of this wheat. Well, not get rid of it, but you know, tip it into our silo. We want to keep that because that is going to be for our chickens. I know we could sell it, but at the minute the prices are pretty awful, and I don't think they're going to get much better. We're looking kind of January, aren't we? And by then we'll probably be using it to feed our chickens anyway. So from there, I think what we will do is we'll pop our trailer away. Not going to worry too much yet about a fermenting silo just yet. We will get ourselves some form of way of picking up that straw as well. Now, question is, what do we do with the straw? I don't really want to leave all of my equipment lying around because Ste might tell me off. I think we'll probably just sell the straw. Let's have a quick check of prices. That's not going to be great either, is it? Why is everything always good in January to sell? It's a bit silly. 63 though, biomass heating plant. Where is that on the map? Let's tag it up. Over there. So I think we might have to come all the way down here somewhere. That looks very awkward to get to. I don't know if we can cut around the back. Oh, I think we could cut down through here actually. Yeah, so that's not too bad. So obviously we need to pick that up. There's going to be a fair bit there. So let's... I don't think that's my shed actually. I think we can open all of these, because I don't think we're going to need the trailer just yet. And obviously I don't want to be making too much mess of the yard. It is a shared yard after all. What I may do is how do you do that again? I want to turn that steering off. I'm not a big fan of... You might not be able to do that on this one actually. Ah, that's a bit annoying. Oh well. Right, let's drop that down there. We will shut the shed up. So yeah, it'd be nice to get that field cleared, and then we can think about putting something else in there straight away. So we'll head on down to the shop. I might get ourselves a weight as well. Let's get the old beacons on. So yeah, hope so far you're enjoying this series. Obviously this is episode 2. They won't be too long in terms of episodes, but just enough I think to get us through the day, so you can see... Oh, I nearly hit that post then. What is going on? Sorry guys. Driving a bit erratic. Right. Where is the store? This was the way to the store, wasn't it? This it is. Yeah, I don't think we're going to mess around baling, because obviously that's more equipment, baler, things like that. We'll double check this equipment. Nothing else is turning up. I didn't think it would do. So let's get a loading wagon. I think probably just go for this cheap one. I don't think there's anything modded in. That's reasonably cheap. Although that, what would that hold? That's 2,346. That holds 23,000 litres, and that's 1,000. I'm not worried if we do have to do a couple of trips, that would be absolutely fine. So we'll lease that. So that is our one leased item. We are not allowed to lease anything else, guys. And there it is. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the all-steer tractors. If I do have a JCB, I normally turn that off, but it's looking like we can't do that on this modded in one. We'll go in cab. Oh, I was going to get myself a weight, wasn't I? Sorry. Back up, back up. I'm already thinking of possibilities we could do, because we've got the trees, we've got that grass to cut now, so it's going to be absolutely awesome what way we can go. I think we'll go for, should we go for a big weight? Let's go for this one. Shall we go JCB colours? Does that cost us any more? It does a bit. Let's buy that. Bought. Right, let's get that weight hooked up. There we are. That kind of looks a bit horrendous actually, yellow, doesn't it? Oh well, it's done and dusted now. So we have only got, guys, 93,549. But there's Steeler. Should we give him a little toot? He's probably thinking, what is he up to? Right, let's head back to the farm and we'll start picking up that straw. We are already at nearly 5 to 5 in the evening, so it's gone pretty quick so far. Oh, there's a bit of, whoa there, that threw me off. Did you see that? That's the only trouble sometimes with the multiplayer, is you get that lag, and that nearly threw me in the river then, because it jumps, and then when you come back in you're a bit ahead of yourself. I think that's half the reason why I felt we needed a weight, because on the other multiplayer series I've got running, I always find that the tractor's a little bit light. We've got some serious lag going on now. Right. Let's get some of this picked up. Right, we are almost full. I've just had an idea actually. I might as well tip this into our silo and then use our trailer to transport it to sell, because obviously that will hold more. I think that would make more sense. Obviously this has only got 16,000 litres. Oh, that's a bit, sorry for the camera angles. I should probably go in cab through that bit. So yeah, we'll get this tipped in. It's kind of cool though, because you're always thinking what the other person's up to. And obviously you can see them on the map, but you have no idea what they are actually doing unless you actually see it physically. I'm wondering if Ste had that same trouble if he tried to put chickens down in that area. I thought we'd set that up so that that was mutual ground, but If I go into this menu, you'll see that we did set up Riverside Bank. So we can, yeah. I'm going to stop talking. Anyway, we need to get this straw picked up and sold. Where did we finish off? Down there. I've just thought, guys, I'm being absolutely silly here. What am I doing? I was on about getting a fermenting silo. If we go for, I need to keep it away from, I think it's in productions, isn't it? Factories. If we went for this fella, it's only 15,000. The beauty about this one is it will take straw and turn it into silage. Whereas this, it's another awesome mod by Omatana. That won't do straw. This does everything that does, but it will do straw. Got all about that. Ooh, this is gonna be good. I think that should be far enough away from there. We could go into the hedge a little bit. Let's zoom in. Oh, not that far. Probably about there. As long as it's not too much in the way of coming up there in a tractor. Oh, we've got a tree right in the way there, haven't we? Let's go there. There we go. So now we can put this straw in that silo. And that is going to ferment, turn into silage. That is going to be able to be sold for a much better price. More than likely January again, like everything else. But we'll check that nearer the time. We never actually said whether we're allowed to watch each other's videos. I will have to ask Ste that, because part of me doesn't really want to, but then I would like to see his side of it. But I will ask him about that. I don't want to be breaking any rules. Anyway, I'm going to get this picked up, tipped in the silo. We will need to activate it, obviously. Which is pretty cool. I completely forgot about that. I'm so pleased that I remembered that. I feel proud of myself now. I could actually make the entrance there at the end of the chicken coop, because that's not as steep. That's got a bit of a horrendous... Right, let's go in cab this time. Got a horrendous slope coming out of that field where the actual proper entrance is. Right, so here we go. Look, that gives us plenty of room there, actually. That's cool. Awesome, awesome. Let's tip that in. I think we should be able to take that other straw out of that silo and put it in this trailer. We will try. We'll do that. We'll get that tipped in. I will activate that now. So we need to go down to our productions. So basically this, what I'm using now, we agreed, me and Ste, that this will not be classed as a production chain. I know it is under the production chain category, but that is what we've agreed. Hopefully you guys are all right with that. So obviously by the production chains, if we go into here and go to these factories, it's going to be all these guys that you would expect, like the bakery, carpentry, you know, all that, tailor shop, anything like that that produces things for you to eat or for fabric or anything like that, that is what we're classing as production chains. Grape processing unit, dairy, things like that. So any fermenters like I've got now is all good to go. There was not really much else we could do really, or come up with, without it being too complicated, because obviously it can get really complicated. I think FS22 now, the way they've done it, which I'm not complaining about. I think it's absolutely cool the way the game has gone, the direction it's gone in. So this should give us... I did feel really bad when we did the old coin toss, because we were on the phone, we called each other through Discord, so Steve had no visual on me doing the... He's just messaged me on Discord actually to remind me of an hour's recording. Yeah, but he said, no, I trust you, that's absolutely fine. And I honestly, I promise you, I did not cheat. What we did is we went heads or tails, and I said, right, what do you want, heads or tails? And he says tails. I said, right, so tails is you, heads is me. I'll flip it first. Whoever comes first, that is whose name it is. And then we did it again, and it was my name, and I chose this field. That doesn't make sense, does it? It was my name first, sorry, when I flipped it, and then we flipped again, and we said whatever it was, field 9 is heads, field 10 is tails. I flipped it again, and I ended up with this field. So I was like, oh, really sorry. And he's like, no, that's fine, it's fine, I trust you. And I was like, alright, okay, thanks buddy. Right, well, I will probably get this picked up now, backwards and forwards to that fermenting silo. And then again, I think we may leave it there for that episode. So we've progressed pretty well, I think. I'm pretty sure next episode we may be into September. So that could be where we are at. I want to get all of this straw up together, and obviously where we are playing without seasons, we can plant whatever we want really, when we want, but we will still have to go through the set months that each crop takes. So it may be a case of being crafty and just putting in crops that are quick growers, because we could get a better return from them that way. Because if you put down wheat again, I know we're going to need wheat for the chickens, which is why I've tipped the rest of that in the silo. I don't think we should be selling that or look to selling that. Depends how much they eat really. If we do get to, oh, we're full up again. If we do get to January and they've still got quite a bit in there, which I don't think they will, maybe. It depends how tight money gets as well. I think once this silage is ready to go, we could sell that. We will obviously need to check out the prices nearer the time. Forgive me a second, I'm just... We do have Discord where we can just talk to each other. Obviously we're not doing anything so we know what each other's doing or anything like that, but it's literally just to work out how long we're going to record for and how we're going to leave the episodes. So because I'm on PlayStation, if you're not familiar, it restricts you for recording for an hour. So episode 1 and episode 2 I've literally done straight away, one after the other. But what I did do is I stopped after the first episode so I could start again. So I've got a little bit of extra time, and I just told Steve I'd like to quickly get this straw picked up, and that should be it really. So I think we've done very well for the first 2 episodes. Our money has gone down considerably, but we've got a chicken coop down, we've got a silo in, a fermenting silo, and we've bought another field with a decent area for us to put a couple of things down. We definitely don't need any more sheds. We've got plenty of sheds. So there's only a couple of strips left. We'll have a little count up at the end to see how much we did get. I have no idea where Steve is. He's left the straw on the deck. It looks like he's picked some up actually. Be interesting to know what he's doing with his. So let's go around there. This has got quite a wide pickup actually on it, which is pretty good for a base game piece of kit. You normally find that is the case with the modded in ones. Right, we're almost full again. There we go. So it won't take us long to get those last sort of 2 and a bit strips left. Yeah, I will have to confirm with Steve whether I am allowed to cut those trees down, because when I sort of said about feeling bad about winning that field, we did talk about the trees, but I'm pretty sure it was left. Look, I wasn't allowed to cut the trees down that are in between our fields, which works in my favour really. Right, let's get these last little bits, then we can return this. I will do that off camera though, so that's not a problem. Yeah, this entrance definitely needs sorting out on that. It's obviously was done like that because there was a shed there, so that's alright. It gives us something to sort of play around with, style it to our own configuration without spending too much money though. That is going to be the name. Well, he says money's gone down very quick. It'll be all good though. It will be absolutely fine. I just find it really interesting though, because obviously we are 2 completely different people, and we probably are going to go in different directions. So hopefully it's going to make for an interesting series and you guys are going to enjoy it. It's still quite light, which is good. A nice summer's evening here in the UK, which is very rare sometimes. Right, let's get that last bit. It's almost going to be another full load, which is pretty impressive. We'll check how much we did end up with. and then we'll call it a day, guys. There we go, all done. 92% full, not too bad. I'm not too sure whether I'm going to bother doing any mulching on the fields, because it seems for the sort of time, effort and the money to be invested in it, I know we can lease a mulcher or something like that. It's probably not going to work in our favour. It depends really, we'll see. So that can go in. Like so. Engine off. Let's double check. Whoa, we did get quite a lot. Look, so we got around, well, almost 80,000 litres of straw. Obviously it's processing as we go. We've already got 4,000 litres of silage. Let's have a quick look at the silage. So again, January stroke February, but it's not a bad price now, so if we did want to, we can sell it pretty straight away. But that is it. We'll leave it there for episode 2. Again, I hope you're enjoying the series. Got any questions or you want to comment, feel free to do that. But if you have enjoyed it, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farming Ste. Stay frosty.